Connecting agents to digital channels sounds technical, but on the Agentforce Specialist exam, Salesforce isn't testing if you can memorize setup steps. They're testing whether you understand how agents show up where users already are, and what needs to exist behind the scenes to make that work safely and reliably. So instead of thinking in checklists, think in scenarios. An Agentforce agent doesn't just exist on its own. It has to be connected to a place where people actually interact with it. Email, messaging, Slack, an Experience Cloud site, or inside Salesforce itself. Those connections are intentional, they're configurable, and they depend heavily on agent type. That's what Salesforce wants you to recognize. What a connection really is. In Agentforce, a connection is the bridge between an agent and a channel. You create connections in the Connections panel inside Agentforce Builder. Every connection bundles together the channel itself, an agent surface, instructions for reasoning, and, when needed, routing logic. So if you ever see an exam question asking how an agent is deployed to a channel, your starting point is always the same. You add a connection in Agentforce Builder. Agent surfaces, the translator layer. Now let's talk about agent surfaces, because this is one of the most testable concepts. An agent surface is what tells the agent how to think in a specific channel, how to format its responses, what kinds of content are allowed. For example, email responses look different than chat messages. Messaging can support buttons and links. Some channels support images or rich content. The agent surface handles all of that. So when a user interacts with the agent recognizes, okay, I'm on this channel, so I should reason and respond this way. If the exam mentions channel-specific formatting or adaptive responses, they're pointing you directly to agent surfaces. One agent, many channels. Here's something Salesforce wants you to be very clear on. One Agentforce agent can be connected to multiple channels at the same time. That includes email, messaging platforms, Slack, Lightning Experience, Salesforce mobile app, Experience Cloud sites. What matters is whether the agent type supports that channel. Service agents are different, very important. Now let's slow down here, because this is a high-value exam area. When you connect a service agent to a customer-facing channel, things change. Why? Because service agents interact with external users, not just employees. That means Salesforce requires routing, escalation, and safety controls. Connecting a service agent to messaging or digital experience. If a service agent is exposed on a website or messaging channel, Salesforce expects several components to be in place. First, you need Omni-Channel. Omni-Channel handles work routing, deciding where conversations go. Next, you need a messaging channel. That's what actually receives messages from customers. Then come the flows. An inbound Omni-Channel flow routes messages from the customer to the agent. An outbound Omni-Channel flow lets the agent transfer the conversation to a queue, a service rep, or another destination. Both of those flows use the route work action. Finally, if the agent is on a website, you need an embedded service deployment. That's what allows the agent to appear on an Experience Cloud site using embedded messaging. Here's the exam shortcut. If the scenario mentions customers, routing, queues, or escalation, Omni-Channel is required. Escalation to a human. Salesforce also expects you to know how agents hand off to people. When a conversation becomes too complex, too sensitive, or the user asks for a human, the agent doesn't just stop. It launches the Escalation Topic. That topic controls how the transfer happens, where the conversation goes, what instructions apply. And this is important. Escalation is handled by a topic, not hard-coded logic. If the exam mentions escalation behavior, think topics and Omni-Channel flows.